If you can hear me, please drop a fire emoji in the comment section.
If you can hear me,
If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji in the comment section. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji in the comment section. Welcome, Princess. I can see you. Yes, let's keep the energy going. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji in the comment section so I know that you can hear me. Yes, yes. Welcome, Adriel. Welcome, Chidubem. Welcome, Princess. Welcome, Melem. Welcome. We are about to get started. Drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji in the comment section so I know that you can hear me. Thank you. Yes, welcome everyone. Welcome. So we'll be starting now. Okay, so please, if you are still in the okay, so I just dropped the link in the group for people that have not seen it. So keep dropping the emoji. Keep dropping the emoji. We'll be starting now. We'll be starting now. Let me log the group. I love the energy. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome everyone. So we are 10 here. We are 10. So let's keep. If you invited your friends to this webinar, you can tell them we have started. If you invited your friends for this webinar, you can go and tell them that we are live so they will join us for this webinar. If you invited your friends, tell them we are live so they can join us for this webinar. We are not going to waste so much of our time here, but we are going to be learning a lot. And hope you were able to create your KDP account and your US account. Very, very important. Hope you were able to create your KDP account and your that. Let's know if other people will join us. Let's know if other people will join us. Welcome, Faith. Welcome, Isaac. Welcome. Drop a fire emoji if you will be here till the end of this webinar. Okay, so I want to start now. So if you can hear me clear, if you can hear if you can hear me clear, please drop an emoji because I want to start now and I want to make sure everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, please drop a fire emoji. I want to be sure that everyone is hearing me. Okay, Princess, good. So you guys can hear me clear. So we'll be starting now. We'll be starting now. Welcome to this training. Nelson, thank you. Thank you. So you guys can hear me. Okay, so I'll be I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen so everyone can. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I don't know why this thing is happening. I think it's better now. What's happening? Okay, so please can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear my voice clearly now? Please, is my voice better now? Is it still echoing from there? It's still echoing. Are you serious? Okay, it's better now. Okay, great, great. So let me share my slide so you can see my screen. Let me share my slide so you can see my screen right now. So hope you can, please, if you can see my screen, drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji if you can see my screen. Okay, 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 good. If you can see my screen, drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, drop a fire emoji. Okay, great. So we are going to be starting now. So before we get started, I want to say something important. Okay, I want to say something important because no matter what I teach you here today, after showing you, we have created a KDP account, we have created a Pioneer account. Please, can you hear me? Because I'm seeing can't hear anything again. Okay, is okay. Marvelous said is good. Okay, Marvelous said is good. Blessing, is this still echoing from your end, or is just Marvelous said is good? Okay. So I want to say something quickly before I get started. No matter what I teach you today, it's not going to work if you don't put the effort from your end. No matter what I teach you today, it's not going to work if you don't put the effort from your own end. You have to put in the effort. I want to give you an example. Everyone that is in this life or is going to watch this life, is either you're a 9 to 5 worker, that means you have a job, or you have your own business, or you're a student. Let's say you have a 9 to 5 job, and you know that you are meant to, for you to be paid at the end of the month, you have to go to that job by 8 p.m. every single day. Whether you at the end of the day there will be job or there will be no job, you still have to go for that job, right? No matter what the situation is, you still have to go for that job. Whether they will pay you or they will not pay you, you still have to go for that job. So no matter what happens, you have to go for that job. That's like, there is no two ways about it. You just have to be there for you to be paid. And whether you're tired though, or you don't feel like, you are not motivated, or maybe you wake up that morning and you are not feeling like, okay, I don't want to go to job, you will still wake up, find a way and reach to your office. Drop a fire emoji if it's true. Because I see a lot of people making this mistake, especially people that want to make money online. If you're 9 to 5 worker here, you work, you do your 9 to 5 job, or you're a student. If you're a student, if you have test this morning, tomorrow, even if you don't feel like going to that test, even if you are not prepared, even if you don't read anything, you will still go for that test, for you, so that you'll be able to pass to the next class. The same thing, you still go for that exam. If you have a business, you have a shop, whether customers used to come or they don't used to come, you go and open that shop and sit down there and wait for them. Whether they come, good and fine. If they don't come, good and fine. Another day you come out again. That's how your business works, right? I want to tell you something today. If you don't take your online business, that business you are doing online, if you don't take it like that too, you will not see anything from it. There is no two ways about it. There is no two ways about it. If you don't take this your online business, this Amazon KDP, you said you want to earn $1,000 from it. You want to earn $2,000 from it. You want to earn $5,000 from it. No problem. Yes, you can earn it. But what will determine if you make that money or not is your level of commitment. Your level of commitment. How much are you going to stretch yourself to actually get the results you want? How much are you going to stretch yourself to get the results you want? That is the question. Are you ready to do what is needed? Are you ready to do what is necessary? If it should take you publishing 20 books or publishing 3 books every week so you'll be able to make money, if it should take you researching and researching and researching till you get it right, are you ready to do that? That is what will determine, are you going to make money or you're not going to make money? That is simply what will determine it. That is what will differentiate you from someone that is not making money. That is what will differentiate the two of you, the level of your commitment. It is not about your motivation. Nobody cares if you are motivated, because if you have a 9 to 5 job, whether you are motivated or not motivated, you will go for that 9 to 5 job. That is where discipline comes in. To make money, whether it's Amazon KDP or any other business, you have to be disciplined. You have to know that, yes, I need to publish books, and if this book is not selling, then there is something I'm doing wrong. Then I need to get it right. I need to do it right, so my books will start selling. I will start making money from this platform. So I want to say this thing because I don't know, some people, when they start an online business, and that's why most people fail, they come into the online space with this Ponzi scheme that if I start today, I'll start making money tomorrow. I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm not saying you cannot. Making money online is hard, because when you compare it to some of the 9 to 5 job you will do to make that same amount of money, like there, now you have to work from 9 to you have to work up to 10 hours, or even like almost, some people work 12 hours, because when they dismiss from office, they will stay in traffic, they will come back to their house and continue working. So most of the things you have to do online to make money is easier. Most of them requires just your sense, your common sense, for you to make money online. So that is what I want you to understand. That's the first thing I want you to understand before we even get started with this Amazon KDP today. So whether you are doing Amazon KDP, whether you are doing any other online business, have this thing in mind, that the level of your commitment, how disciplined you are, is what will get you what results. Nobody cares about your motivation. Discipline and being consistent, that is what will get you results. So let's go into it. So today we are talking about how you can earn over $1,000 in 90 days on Amazon KDP with your smartphone and internet connection. That is what we are here to talk about today. So in this webinar, you will discover exactly what you need to start doing to improve your finance in the next 30 to 90 days. If you are not making money at all, you will learn what you can do to start making money. If you are making money at all, if you are making money already, but you need to make more, you will learn what you can start doing to make more money. So that is it. Let's move into it. So my promise to you is that by the end of this webinar, you will learn a step-by-step action plan for guaranteed success on this platform. By the end of this training, you will learn a step-by-step action plan for guaranteed success on this platform. Okay, so I'm going to be So first, I want you to do something for me. I want you to do something that is very, very important for me. I want you to take the link to this webinar now. Go to your WhatsApp status, post it there. Because I know you don't want to see, I'm going to give you an information that you search the whole of YouTube, you might not find it. So I want you to take this link to this webinar, the link to this webinar, click, you will see share, or go to the group, copy the link to this webinar and share it on your WhatsApp status. If you know any of your friends that's been trying, that wants to learn an online business, share the link to this webinar to them and let them join and come and learn. They're not charging you any money to be on this webinar. Everything you're learning here is for free. So you can invite your friends, tell them to come and learn. Let them learn how this thing works. Let them learn how they can improve their finance. So share the link to this webinar to your friends. That's the only thing I want you to do for me this night. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's the only thing I want you to do for me. So if you are still following, if you are going to be doing that, drop a fire emoji so I know that you are following this training, because we are about to move into the main thing. Drop a fire emoji. Let me know that you are still following and you are going to invite your friends to come and join us right now. Drop a fire emoji. Let me know that you are still following. I want to know the people that are still following us here. People that are still active here. Drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji. We are about to get started now. Yes, I'm seeing you, Princess. Welcome. You are very, very active. Patrick, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't want to waste time because people that are still going to watch the replay of this thing, and I don't want it to be long. So who is this webinar for? Who did I prepare this? Like, who did I have in mind when I was saying that I want to host this webinar? The first person is anybody that wants to start from what? Scratch. If you're anybody if you're that person, you don't know where to start from. You don't know where you want to start your online business, but you don't know exactly where to start from. You are starting from scratch. This webinar is for you. It is for another people that is for anybody that is ready to improve their what? Onome, thank you. Yes, I can see that. Please go and post. Go and post. Go and share it with your friends. Go and share it on your status. Then you come back and join us. Who is this webinar for? Anybody that wants to start from scratch is for you. If anybody that is ready to improve their finance, you know that you are earning 50K, 100K, 150K, but you want to make more because no matter how many times they pay you, that 100K, that 200K, it is never enough. So you know that it's time to improve this finance. I need to be earning 500K. I need something that can give me more. So this webinar is for you. Another people it is for people tired of trying to make money from things that doesn't work. What do I mean? You are someone that used to put your money into Ponzi scheme. You are someone that used to put your money into investment that never brings out money. You are someone that used to put your start businesses that you don't understand. This webinar is for you. So if you are tired of doing things that doesn't work, this webinar is for you. The first people are people who have just one source of income but are looking to start something reliable and make more money. So you have a job, maybe you have your 9 to 5 job, and it's just that source of income. If anything, God forbid, but if anything should happen to that source of income, you are going back to your village, you are going back to trenches, and you know that yes, that you need to actually start something else so that if anything should happen, you can rely on that thing. Then this webinar is for you because you are going to be learning something that is very, very, very important. You are going to be learning that something that is very, very important. So why am I doing this? Because people will be asking, why are you even hosting this webinar? You could have just why are you hosting a free webinar to teach people how to make money using this Amazon KDP? It's simple. It's simple. Anybody that is in this country at this moment knows that things are not going well. Things are not going well. People need a way out. The economy is a mess. As of some weeks ago, we saw dollar to naira exchange rate go up to 750, 760 naira, 710 naira, and up till now, the price of the dollar to naira rate is still going up, going down, going up. It's not even at a steady price. So everybody needs something else that they can do to improve their finance, because why this dollar to naira rate is doing this thing, everything in the country, the price of goods, the price of everything is going up. So everybody needs another source of income. We have seen the students that have been on strike for over 8 months now, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. So you see, even the education system is not working. So I am doing this because everybody needs what? Everybody needs something they need to start. And if I know something that can help people, Why not give it out? Why not teach people how to do it? So I know something that will help people improve their finance. I know something that can help these students that are staying at home to get something that they are doing. Why wouldn't I teach it to people? So these are some of the reasons I'm teaching this thing. Is it now the rate of insecurity in this country? Let's not even talk about the rate of unemployment. Let's not even talk about the rate of unemployment is the rate of unemployment here is going higher and higher every single day. So these are some of the reasons I'm teaching these things, because if you have your finance, if your finance is in order, at least there are some things you can use your money and what and prevent from happening to you. There are some things you can use your money to prevent from happening to you. So having what a second source of income, having a side of hustle, having something that will give you more money is a must for every single person, is a must for every single young person. So what you'll be learning today, the only word I can use to explain it is life changing. If you implement this thing, if you stay in the right path till the end of this year, you implement this thing, you are going to see a life changing turn in your life, in your finance. That's one thing I can tell you. One thing I can tell you is that if you implement things you are going to be learning today, you are going to be seeing a big turn in your finance. So I will tell you, before you see results from everything I'm going to say today, before this webinar you are attending today will not be a waste of time for you, you have to implement. You have to implement. So let's get started. If you know this guy that is on your screen, I want you to drop an emoji, because he's the reason that we are able to make that amount of money, that $8,000, is because he did not give up on his dream. If you know the guy on my screen, this guy that you are seeing on my screen now, drop an emoji, a fire emoji. If you know him, drop an emoji. If you even know his name, please type it for me on the comment section. Because if this guy on my screen gave up on his dream, everything we are doing here today won't even be possible. Everything we are coming here to tell you, you can make $1,000. If the guy on my screen gave up on his dream, you won't even see this type of opportunity. So if you know this guy on my screen, this guy that you are seeing on my screen now, if you know who he is, please drop a fire emoji from me on the comment section. If you know who this guy is, drop a fire emoji for me on the comment section. Yes. Isaac, you are right. Jeff Bezos. It's because this guy did not give up on his dream. That is why we are able to do this today. It's because this guy did not give up on his dream. That is why we are able to even do all this thing we are talking about today. Making $1,000 from selling books is the reason. He's the reason. So this guy is Jeff Bezos. He's the founder and CEO of Amazon. He's the founder and CEO of Amazon. He's the person that owns this platform that you can make this money from. He's the person that owns the platform you can make this money from. So the name of this guy is Jeff Bezos. He's the founder of this platform. So I say that 2020 changed everything. 2020 changed everything. 2020, Amazon became the new bookshop and KDP the new publication company. What do I mean by that? Amazon became the new what? Bookshop. Because their people now started what? Like parents started, during 2020, during the pandemic, most schools shut down, most workplaces shut down. So people were now homeschooling their children. Most of the things people were doing was at home. So what do I mean? How did Amazon become the next bookshop? On a normal, if you need something like a notebook for writing, or you need a writing worksheet for your child, or you need a coloring book for your child, or you need a summary of a particular book that you want to read, you would have gone to the next bookshop on your street or something like that. But during the pandemic, people were not able to go to those places. due to the lockdown. So what did people do? They now started ordering those stuffs on Amazon. They now started ordering those stuffs on Amazon, on the Amazon platform. When they order it, Amazon prints those things and send it to them. Amazon prints those stuffs and send it to them. And how are these books created? They are created with the KDP. KDP KDP is a what? Is a sector of Amazon. Amazon is a big company. Inside this Amazon, we have a sector called KDP, meaning Kindle Direct Publishing. So in Amazon, we have a sector called KDP. And Amazon has over 300 million customers. 300 million customers who buy in on what? Amazon. So imagine creating and selling your books to over 300 million customers on Amazon all around it without knowing how to even print a single book. Because these books, the only thing you have to do is create books, go and upload. Then Amazon will start selling them on their own, on their bookshop on Amazon, on the Amazon platform. And when people buy this book, Amazon is the one to print it if need be. If there is a need for them to print it out, it's Amazon that will handle that. It's Amazon that will ship it to them. So you understand. So the possibility of people actually doing all this thing, of people creating book, publishing, making money online, became clear, very, very clear. It's not like it has not been. People have been making money from KDP as far back as 2018. But 2020 was like the pandemic pushed the possibility out. Like it was now clear that yes, this is the way we can actually make money from this. We don't need to go to publication companies to produce our book. You can actually write our books at home, format it at home, upload it on this KDP, and let Amazon help us reach out to these customers. We don't need to go to any publication company to get our books published. So 2020 made the possibility of this happening clear. So another thing you need to understand is that doing this business requires no publication company. You are not going to any publication company to publish your book. No delivery stress. It helps you save money. It saves money for you, and you are not doing any hard stuffs. You are not doing any hard stuff. What do I mean by this business saves money for you? You are not imputing any money to create these books. You are not imputing any money to publish these books. All you have to do is carry your book and go and publish on Amazon. Carry your book and go and publish it on Amazon, and Amazon will help you sell this book to their customers. When they buy, Amazon takes their own share of the money and you take your own share of the money. I think that's a win-win. That is a win-win for everybody. That is a win-win for everybody. So I've explained. So Amazon KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing. Amazon KDP is a self-publishing platform that allows you to create different types of books, such as high content book, low content book, medium content book, and no content book. What do I mean by is a self-publishing platform? Unlike the traditional method that requires you going to publication company, the authors do it themselves. The authors are the ones that handle everything. You are not going to any publication company to publish your books. And what are the benefits of publishing being a publisher on Amazon KDP? One is a low risk business. Amazon KDP as a whole, the self-publishing business is a low risk business. What do I mean by is a low risk business? A low risk business is any business that requires little or no capital and still gives you high ROI, high return on investments. So any business that requires low or no capital is a low risk business, and Amazon is just one of them. You are not paying money to publish your books. You are not paying money to create these books. There are free tools that you can use and create it. You are not paying Amazon any money to publish your books on this platform. For okay, let's say even if you are using the method that requires you paying to create these books, which is little money that you pay the freelancers that will help you create the books, Amazon is still not charging you any money to publish on the platform. The only time Amazon will charge you money is when people order for your book, make payment. Amazon takes 30% of the money and gives you 70% of the money, because they're actually doing half of the work. So them taking that 30% is justified, because they're the one to go and that will build the book to them. They are the ones to ship the book. They are the ones to print the books. You are not going through all those stress, and they will still give you 60 to 70% of the money. So it's a win-win for me. Another thing is that it has a high ROI, as I've said that it has a high return on investment. Flexible schedule, gives you access to reach a large number of audience, requires no capital. Said that. So these are just some of the benefits of starting this business. These are some of the benefits of starting this business. Please, if you can see my screen, drop an emoji on the comment section, so I know that you guys are following. You can hear me and you can see my screen. Drop a fire emoji. If you can see my screen and you can hear me clearly, drop a fire emoji, so I know that you are following what I'm saying. I know that I'm not talking to myself. Drop a fire emoji. Okay. So if you're already asking yourself if you can actually do this, by the end of this training, your doubts will be clear. So don't worry. I know you'll be like, I'm not a publisher, I'm not a writer. Don't worry. Just all you have to do for me is stay till the end of this training, and your doubts will be cleared about that. Who can start Amazon KDP? Anyone that is ready to take a share from millions of dollars that comes into Amazon company daily. If you are ready to take a share in that money and Amazon, anyone ready to take a share from millions of dollars that comes into the Amazon company daily, you can start Amazon KDP. Anyone tired of their current financial struggle and ready to improve, you can start Amazon KDP, as long as you have your smartphone and connect to internet, which is where you're actually watching me from right now. Because if you don't have a smartphone and you can't connect to the internet, you will definitely not be on this webinar today. But because you have these two things, that's why you're able to do that. So anyone ready to build a profitable business in the next 30 to 90 days can start Amazon KDP. As long as you are ready to take up this opportunity and build a business out of it, you are ready to start this business. So this is like one of the questions I get a lot from people, so I want to answer it. Writers or non-writers? My answer is both. You don't, whether you're a writer or you're a non-writer, you can publish books on this platform. You don't need to be a writer to start publishing. You don't need to even have a knowledge of writing. If you're a writer, you are still welcome here. But mostly what I'll be teaching today, the strategies you'll be learning today, is mostly for non-writers, because I'm not also a writer. The coach on our communities that teaches our students, they are not also writers. So everything we are teaching you are things that applies towards people that are non-writers. People that are non-writers, those are the things we are teaching you today, because that's what we also do. This is why I said if you're a writer, you are also welcome, but I cannot assure you if these strategies can work for you. If you're a writer, this is like the problem you probably face on this platform. You might find it hard to make sales. If you're a writer, you might find it hard to make sales, because 80% of the customers on Amazon are US based, and they might not like the types of books you are publishing, because you are not popular there. You are not a popular author there. And as a writer, let me also tell you this thing. As a writer, you want to put your name there. you want to use your name. But me as a non-writer, I don't even have business with using my own name. Most of the books I we I publish there, I use what pen names. I don't know if you get. I use pen names, and these pen names are like names that looks like those US names, that they look like the names that US people answer. But you as a writer, you want your book to contain your name, but I don't care about those things. So you might find it hard to make sales as a writer because 80% of the customers there are US based, and they might not like your book because you are not popular there. And another thing is that it will take you time to write many books. Me as a non-writer, I can create 3 books in a day, 3 no content books in a day and publish. But as a writer, before you even finish writing one book, because to write a book, you have to take your time now. You have to take your time, the thinking process and everything that goes into writing. So it's not something you just wake up and you publish book. As a writer, you cannot come up with books the way I can come up with book fast as a non-writer and publish there. And the truth is that to make more money there, you have to publish more books. To make more money, you have to publish more books. So that's why I said I don't know if these strategies will work for you, but you are welcome to stay to the end. So there are different types of books you can publish on this platform. We have evergreen books, we have analysis, we have how-to books, we have play books, we have workbooks, we have journals and notebook, children activity books, cookbooks, color books. Evergreen books, when we are talking about evergreen books, these are books that are answering questions that people ask all the time, like question of like how to become a man, how to stay in a good relationship. You know that from generations to generation, people will also always be asking this question of how to become a man, how to stay in a relationship, how to do this, how to do that. But this how-to book, when we are talking about evergreen books, your ever when before a book can be called evergreen book, it means that from 2 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, people are still asking those questions in your book. How to become wealthy, how to build wealth. These are questions people are asking every time. From generations to generation, people want to know the answers to these particular questions. So those are what evergreen books. We have how-to books. How-to books are just books that are teaching people how to do a particular thing. It can be how to set up your pages, how to do this, how to do that, how to cook jollof rice, how to become this, how to like those are how-to books. You are just showing people the step-by-step guide on how to do a particular thing. We have analysis books. These are books that you read a book and you analyze it. It can be a book analysis on let's say Queen Elizabeth that just died. You can analyze her history and put it together as a book. You can analyze what happened in World War II and put it together in a book. Those are analysis books. We have workbook. When we come to workbook, we have different types of workbook. We have the maths workbook. We have the like I will show you. I will still go to my Amazon account and show you what I mean by workbook. We have journals and notebooks. Notebooks are just empty notebooks that you use for writing. Notebooks that you use for writing. We have cookbooks. We have color books. So I'll go over to my. Let me share my screen. I will share my screen now, and I will go over to my Amazon account. And Okay, I'm coming, guys. So I'm sharing my screen now so I can show you some of these books. I'm sharing my screen now. You can please, if you can see my screen, please drop a fire emoji if you can see my screen. Drop a fire emoji if you can see my whole screen now. If you can see my screen, please drop a fire emoji. I just shared my screen right now. If you can see it, please drop a fire emoji. Okay, good. So I want to go over to Amazon to show you what I mean. I want to go over to Amazon to show you what I mean. So I was talking about workbook. So when I type in workbook here now, you see that they have different type of workbook. Workbook are usually things that when I finish reading a book and that particular book can have a workbook, then I fill up those words empty space like what I learned from that book. So you can see this is a self-love workbook. There are different types of workbook. We have children's workbook. We have children's workbook. We have different types of the set boundaries workbook. We have the paint sticker. Okay, please let me go back. So when we are talking about workbook, we have different types of workbook. The same thing with so we have different types of workbook. Different types. So you can see on my screen here. You can see preschool workbook for children. Okay, please let me go back. So we have different types of workbook. We have different types of workbook. The same thing with summary. So you can choose any of these books and publish it on this platform. You can choose any of these books and publish it on this platform. Let me show you what I mean by summary. So you can summarize a best-selling book. You can summarize a best-selling book. If a book is doing well on Amazon and you find out that yes, they still publish this book because it's not everybody that will have time to read a full book. So you can summarize those type of book and publish it on Amazon and make money from it. So these are books on okay. I know why this thing is taking time to load because I have this extension. So when I load a book, everything will have to load first. So these are different types of books. It's taking a lot of time. Let's just go back to let's just go back to this. So we have different types of books. evergreen books, how-to books, analysis book. So when you go to Amazon and search for all these books, you see it there. And people that are publishing, okay, I closed it because it's taking a lot of time. Let's just continue with this. The time is taking to load is too much. So when you go to Amazon, just after this training, you can go to Amazon and search for playbooks, workbooks, journals and notebook. You see a lot of them there. And it's people like me and you. These people they are not writers. They don't even know how to write. They don't even know, they have not written anything in their whole life. It's people like me and you that are publishing those type of books. It's people like me and you that are creating these books and publishing it and making money. So you can also publish it and make money for yourself. You can also publish it and make money for yourself. So another question I get from people is pen name or my name? Preferably pen name. I've talked about this thing before. Why did I say this pen name? Is better you use your pen name if you are publishing on this platform. It is better you use your pen name, because if you use your pen name, because this when we are talking about this pen name, like, okay, let's say my name is Nwa for Chisom. That's my name. But if I want to publish on this platform, I'm not going to be using that name. I can answer a name that looks like what, that sound like name people in US answers. I can answer like something like Carly. I can answer Jason. I can answer just names that sound like their name. That's like the aim of everything. And Amazon allows you to do that. So it is not illegal. It's legal. Just the normal way people have stage name. Musicians have stage name. You can also have pen name on this platform. You must not answer your name. You must not answer your name. You can answer pen names. So let's go into the main thing. So what are the steps to getting started with Amazon KDP? What are the steps to getting started with Amazon KDP? The first step is to create an account with Amazon. The first step is to create an account with Amazon. If you want to get started with Amazon KDP, the first thing you want to do is to go and create an account. If you're in Nigeria, you need to create a US account. And I've done this. I sent in a video on the group chat on how to create an Amazon KDP account. I sent in a video in the group chat on how to create an Amazon KDP account. If you're in Nigeria, you have to create a US account. If you're in Nigeria, you have to create a US account. And I sent in a video on that. I sent in a video on how to create a video on how to create a Payoneer account. A Payoneer account gives you what, a US account. So if you have not done that, after this training, go and create a KDP account and create your US account, then link it to your Amazon KDP. That's the first step. So when you are done creating the KDP account, you have created the US account, you have updated your information. The next step is to create your book. The next step is to create the books you will now upload on this platform. And what are the steps involved in creating this book? When we are talking about creating a book, there are steps involved. And the first thing you need to do when it comes to creating a book is to find a profitable niche. The first thing you need to do is to find a profitable niche, which is what I'm going to be showing you how to do that here in this video. I'm going to show you the steps you are going to be taking to create a profitable niche. And that thing is to pick title, subtitle, and everything for your book. Pick searchable keywords, select categories for your book, pick the design for your book, gather the content for your book, choose the type of book you want to publish. These are like things that goes into researching. So the first thing we are going to do is to go and research. We are going to be using the Amazon platform, the bookstore section on Amazon, to research for what, a profitable niche, because that's like the first thing in the researching when it comes to researching. So like I said, the first step is to research. The first step is to what? Research. Please, if you can see my screen, drop okay, please. Okay, I'm coming. Let me share my screen again. I need to share my screen because I need to show you people some things. So hope you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, drop an emoji in the comment section so I know you can see my screen clearly. Because I want to show you guys the stages that are involved when it comes to researching. If you can see my screen, drop an emoji in the comment section. Please, if you can see my screen, drop an emoji in the comment section. If you can see my screen, drop an emoji in the comment section. Okay, so I want to show you guys how you can research. Like I said, the first thing you need to do is to what? Research. And when it comes to researching, there are things involved. There are things you want to look out for. So this is how I research for a profitable niche. I want to publish a book now. Let's say I want to publish a workbook. I want to publish a workbook. But when it comes to workbook, there are different types of workbook. So the first thing you want to actually do is to choose the book type you want to publish. We have high content book type, we have low content, we have no content, we have medium content. And for this training, we are publishing a medium content book, which is a workbook. We are publishing a medium content book, which is a workbook. I'm just giving you an example. So if you want to publish a workbook, then we will now decide which type of workbook do we want to publish. And I decide, okay, I want to publish a math workbook. That means a math workbook can be addition and subtraction workbook. It can be multiplication workbook. Like, there are different types of workbook under math workbook. So instead of me typing for that, instead of me going to choose, maybe I'll go to YouTube and watch the best niche to publish under in the math workbook niche, the best sub niche to publish under in the math workbook niche. I will come here on Amazon. And I will type in math workbook. When I type in math workbook, you will notice that Amazon is giving me some suggestion here. Amazon is already giving me some suggestion here. So I will decide, okay, I can decide to click on any of these suggestions that Amazon give me. But let me click on this math workbook. Please listen closely, because this thing is very, very important. Because the biggest mistake you make on Amazon is not knowing how to research. One of the biggest mistakes you make on Amazon is not knowing how to research. If you don't know how to research, I don't even know what you are doing here. This is very, very, it's important you learn how to research. And the first thing you want to understand is knowing how to research on the best book, on the best niche you should publish on. Knowing how to research for niche. So this math workbook is too broad, because there are different types of math workbook, and the tendency of you selling under this niche is very, very low. So from this broad niche now, math workbook has subcategories under it. So we are going to be looking for those subcategories from here. We are not going to go straight to those subcategories. We are going to be finding them out from this place. So when you look at this math workbook, you see that we are seeing different types of math workbook. This one here is a Go Math Practice exercise. Okay, let's check. You'll be going through it. My dear, to research is not easy, so you have to do them one after the other. This one is 600 math practice exercises, so it's just a general workbook. Okay. It's just a general workbook, so let's be looking for other ones. This one, let's see this one. So let's see. Math workbook grade 2, 100 pages. This one has addition, subtraction, and beginning multiplication. So this one is just too much. It has everything inside. So we will continue looking for. Okay. Okay, this one is addition and subtraction workbook. So let's see this one. Let's see this one, this addition, because this one is more focused on one thing. Let's see this particular one, addition and subtraction workbook. Okay, so let's see other results. We are going to look at other results. So can you see this product related to these items? Those are the things you want. So when you click on a particular book, you want to be looking at the suggestions Amazons are giving you. You want to be looking at this frequently bought together. It's frequently bought together. You notice that people are always buying this book with 100-time test, addition and subtraction. And this one, you want to look at this product related to this item, the first grade math workbook, because you want to choose from one of these things that Amazon, these suggestions that Amazon is giving to you. That is how to choose a niche. That is how to choose a niche based on recent. Okay. So you want to be looking at the suggestion Amazon is giving to you. And how do you look at this suggestion here, the products related to this item? Okay, so when you look at these things now, this suggestion that Amazon is giving you now, you will find out that the addition and subtraction looks like a niche that it looks like a niche that has a lot of people buying from it, but the people publishing under here are not that much. So we are now going to search for this addition and subtraction as a niche on its own. We are going to search for addition and subtraction as a niche on its own. We are going to search for addition and subtraction as a niche on its own. So these are the results that Amazon is giving to us. Okay. So let me wait for I have this I have this extension installed on my laptop. It's called SPT extension. It helps me get the results for total books published under a niche, the bestseller ranks of book here, the prices of books. So I will know how to also price my own book. So you are going to be looking at this thing. If you are in Amazon KDP, you need an extension like this. You need to install some of this extension on your laptop, on your Chrome browser, so you get some results. So when this thing finish loading now, it's going to tell me results of the total books here. So I will know if it's actually a good niche to publish on. And hope you can see what we are doing. We moved from workbook into it's because we cannot publish under workbook. We need to niche down. We need to publish under a niche that is not oversaturated, or even if it's saturated, people that are buying there, like the amount of customers there are plenty. The amount of customers there are plenty. That is the only way we are going to make sales. We went from workbook. I want you to see how this thing is working. We went from workbook, then we went to what's it called? We went from workbook, then we moved to math workbook. From math workbook, we still went down. to addition and subtraction workbook. So you see, from this category, we went down to another category, we went down to another sub niche, because we don't want to publish under a what? A saturated niche. We don't want to publish under a saturated niche. And from what you are seeing here, if you look at this page now, you see that books here are getting a lot of reviews. That means that a lot of people are buying it. This one was published as far back as 2019. So if you are publishing book now, you don't want to be doing a book cover that looks this basic, because people are definitely, if you do a book cover that looks like this, people are definitely going to buy from this guy than you. So you want to do a book cover that looks unique, a book cover that looks good. So from what we are seeing here, I don't know if this total result is right. So from what I'm seeing here, from the reviews I'm seeing on these books, it means that people are actually buying books in this niche. So let's be going down and see. Let's see other books here. From almost all the books here have reviews. They have reviews. So it looks like a good place to publish on. Let's see what is happening here. And it looks like a lot of people are not publishing here. It looks like a lot of people are not publishing here. It has just 23 books. It has just 23 books. Okay. It's not bad, but the number of book here is not much, but it's still not bad. It's something that we can still try out and see how it ends. The numbers of books, I'm looking to see if I can see a book that is published in 2022. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to choose a niche. So when we talk about picking a niche, the first thing you want to do is to pick a broad niche. Then when you pick a broad niche, you want to start looking at when you pick a broad niche, you want to start looking at the sub niches under that broad niche. You want to start looking at the broad niches under that niche. You want to start looking for small niches that people are actually is actually going into, but the amount of people publishing there is not that much. You know, because there is no niche you go to that you not see a lot of people publishing. You definitely see a lot of people publishing, but the amount of people that are publishing there is not that much. Like, at least when you publish book there, for you to get on this first page, if your book is looking good, for you to get on this first page will not be hard. And if you look at this math workbook section, like when you publish in this niche, it looks like something that you can easily get on easily. The math workbook, your books can easily get on this first page, because the amount of book here is not that much. And if you take that addition and subtraction book that I just checked, you notice that the result there is just 23. So if you publish your book under that niche, the possibility of you getting on this first page now, this particular first page, because this is where we want to get on, the possibility of you getting on this particular page is very, very high. Because we want to get, because mostly when people come here, what they will search for is math workbook. Amazon will now give them different types of math workbook, including the addition and subtraction, the multiplication, the ones that have general. So the possibility of your addition and subtraction workbook getting on this front page, this particular page now, because this is where we want our book to get on. The possibility of your book getting on this particular page is very, very high. It's very, very high, because the number of people publishing addition and subtraction workbook is not that much. The number of people publishing is not that much. So the first thing, like I said, the first thing you want to do is to choose a niche. So when we are able to pick a niche, the next thing we want to do, this is how to pick a niche. There is no big deal about it. I said SPT extension. SPT, you have to use it. Is on. You can't install extension on phones now. You install extension on laptop. You have to install it. If you have a laptop, you have to install it on your laptop. You have to install it on your laptop. That's the only way you can do that. So that's the first thing. That is the first thing. So I will stop sharing my screen now and let's go back. Let's go back to the slide. So I said the first thing is to pick a profitable niche. So when you pick a profitable niche using this method I just showed you, first thing, go and search for a broad niche. Let's say you want to publish notebook now. You want to publish notebook. Instead of you to go and search for notebook, you go and search, instead of you to search for that particular type of notebook you want to publish, you go and search for notebook. Then you now use those suggestions. Amazon will now start giving you suggestions of different types of notebook. You will now start clicking on it and see the different types of, because when you search for notebook, Amazon will be showing you different notebook in different categories, in different niches. So from those niches, from those sub niches that Amazon is showing you, will now be taking those books and be seeing the particular niche you can now publish under. So I know some people, they will tell you, just go to YouTube, go and search for the best niche to publish on. It's not that it's not good though, but if you are publishing no content books and low content books, this is the best method you can use to find niche. I know it will take your time, but take your time and start looking at, when you click on a book, you see the suggestions Amazon is giving you. Go through those books there. Go through them one after the other. By the end of the day, you see that you have found at least 5 niches that you can publish different books on. Imagine publishing different books on those 5 niches that you found that are you feel that is profitable. You publish on those 5 niches. Don't you think that at least one of those niches, your book will start selling on it? So you want to take your time. It takes time, but that's the only way you can make money here. You're not the only person publishing, because you want to be seeing this thing that I have a lot of people publishing, so I have to publish the best. Go to Google and search for SPT extension on your laptop. That it will only work on your laptop. Blessing. Search for SPT calculator extension. So when it comes to the researching process, the next thing is to pick a title and subtitle for your book. How do you pick a title and subtitle? Let's say you are publishing addition and subtraction workbook, go and look at the other books there. You see other people that publish their book there. Look at their books. What are they what are the type of title they are using? What is that particular keyword? You find out there is a particular keyword that is almost in every title. You want to add that keyword to your own book. You want to make sure that those keywords are on your own books. So that's how you actually come up with title. Look for a particular keyword that almost everybody in that niche is using. Maybe something you notice that almost everybody is finding a way to add that addition and subtraction in their title. So that's how you pick a title. There's no big deal about picking title. But you want to make sure you are using the right keywords in your title. Because if you don't use the right keyword in your title, when people search for those books, your book will not come up. So you want to make sure you are using the right keyword. And also add those keywords to your subtitle. If you saw those books we went through, you find out that they had title. Most of them had title and they also had subtitle. Like I said, make sure you are using searchable keywords. Add searchable keywords to your title. So when we talk about researching, another thing you want to research is the category your book will be under. The category your book will be under, because when you are publishing on Amazon, when you go to publish your book on Amazon will ask you to put your book on on this category. Like, which category do you want your book to be under? So that's like one of the questions Amazon will ask you. Which category do you want your book to be under? If your book is under maybe your book is under education, like you want to put your book in the right category. Another thing is to pick the design for your book. Pick the design for your book cover. So if you notice every book there, the only way you can, the thing you are seeing there is the book cover, right? So you want to, because most people see is the book cover. So if your designs are not looking great, you don't expect people to find, because now waiting, now eyes go chop first now. So you want to make your design to look good, you want to make your design to look great, so people will be able to actually buy your book. So the second process is what? Formatting. In the process of researching, that is where you gather your book content, the things that will be inside your book. So when you have gathered all these things, the next step is to format. What is the dimension of your book? Arrange your book, make your book look good. So I actually did some book with my what's it called, with my Canva app, because you can use Canva to create your book. This is like the book cover I did for one book I wanted to use. So let me just show you how it looks, what it looks like. So I'm coming, let me share my screen. So this is the second process, is to do this thing, is to format your book, let it look good. So I'm going to share my screen now so you see what I'm talking about. I put something together with my Canva, so you can use Canva to do this. You can use Canva to do this. You can use Canva to create your books. Everything you will see in this particular book now that I'm showing you, I did it with Canva. I did everything with Canva. All these elements here, this one now, this picture here, I got it from the element section here on Canva. So you can use Canva to actually design your book cover. This book cover is a password log book. This book cover, you can see this flower that I used there. This is it here. So I got all these things from Canva. So this what's it called? You can use Canva to design your book cover. You can use Canva to design your book cover. When you are trying to upload your book, there is this thing called, what's it called again? Is it book cover creator? Amazon will tell you that you should use this thing to create your book cover. I won't suggest you use that. If you can learn how to use Canva to create book cover, I will advise you to learn it. Learn how to use Canva to create book cover. Even the book interior, you can see here, this is the book interior. This is a password log book. I use Canva to design the inside of this book you are seeing here. And this is a medium content book. I use Canva to design the interior. It's loading, so just give it time. I use Canva to get to design everything you are seeing here. And Canva even gives you templates. Canva gives you a lot of templates when it comes to this thing. If you search for password logbook here on Canva now, you see a lot of templates. So Canva even gives you templates that you can use. So if you can learn how to use Canva, I will advise you to do so. So with those templates, you can now remove some stuff from it, add your own things, decorate it the way you want it to be. If you don't like the template they gave you, you can design it the way you want it to be. If this place that you are seeing template now, I can search for anything and you see, let me search for this one now, children primary journal. You see, Canva will give me template and I can use this template now, design it the way I want, arrange it, because I'm not coming up with the idea from scratch now. Canva has given me suggestion on what it should look like. So all I have to do is just remove some stuff and add some things from their element. But for you to be able to use Canva and do this thing, you need Canva Pro. So you see, all I have to do now is to share. click on share, click on download, then download this thing as PDF. Download this thing as PDF print. My book interior is ready like this. My book cover is ready. Even this book cover now, if I want to download this book cover, I click on share, click on download, click on PDF print. The only thing here, when it comes to this book creation, learn how to use this Canva, especially if you are creating all this low content, no content, and medium content book. Especially no content and medium content book, Canva will help you a lot. If you are focused on creating no and medium content book, Canva will help you a lot because they have a lot of designs here that you can use to come up with something nice. So I will advise you, if this is something you want to learn, I will advise you to learn how to use Canva. But to use Canva to come up with something as good as this, you will actually need to get Canva Pro. You cannot do this thing with the normal Canva. You need Canva Pro to do something like this. So that is it. So the next step is formatting. So this involves you arranging your book in the right dimension, pick the right font, put your designs in where they are meant to be, using the instructions that are given and the requirements that is given by Amazon, because Amazon will tell you that your book the dimension of your book interior should match the dimension of your book cover and everything. So if you are writing something like a summary book, you should check grammatical errors, because you cannot be writing books to the US audience and say you are from the US and you are speaking English and you are babbling inside. So check for grammatical errors. Your book should look good and everything that is involved in creating book. And the last process here is to upload your book. The last process is to upload your book. So when you are done creating this book, all you have to do is go over to Amazon KDP. Let me share my screen again. Go over to Amazon KDP. Go over to Amazon KDP. I'm coming. Go over to Amazon KDP. So let me see. So this is Amazon KDP. You go over there. By this time you already have your book cover ready. You have your book interior ready, and you have done everything. It's now time for you to upload. You go there. You click on create. For you to do this, you need to go and create the Amazon KDP account I told you guys to create for you to be able to do this part. So click on create. When you click on create, it will tell you Kindle ebook or paperback or hardcover. If you are publishing most no content book and low content, most no content and medium content books are paperback. If your book is Kindle ebook, then select Kindle ebook. If it's paperback, then select paperback. Depending on where you want. If your book is, what do they mean by this Kindle ebook? Kindle ebooks are books that are only read online. That means people don't need to print the book out. Those are Kindle ebook. So if your book is something that can only be accessed online, that means people don't need to print the book out. Just create ebook. You can also create your book as ebook and also create it as paperback if you want. But if your book is something that you know that people need to print it out, then make sure you create the paperback version of it. After creating the ebook paper version of it, you create the paperback. So for this book that I created on Amazon, is a paperback. I don't need it to be in ebook format. I will just create paperback for it. So when you click on this create paperback, it will take you to this page. This is where you now start filling in details of your book. You start filling in details of your book. You fill in this one should be in English because your book is English. Your book title of your book, you fill it in here. The subtitle, you fill it in. Is optional, but I advise you to fill it in. This thing. What else? The author, the name of the author. This is where you now enter that pen name I was talking about. The pen name I was talking about. This is where you put it in. Then you input the description, you describe what is your book all about. Is it like this my book, I can say, is a 6x9 password note logbook that helps you secure your password, helps you make sure you don't forget any of your password and all those things, blah 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 blah. You put it in, you say okay, you can own, say that I own the copyright and hold the necessary publishing rights. You can click on that one. You input the keywords. Is optional, you can see optional there, but make sure you input this thing. Make sure you input this keyword. It's very very important. You can choose the category here. This one is very very important. For this logbook, I can pick non-fiction, pick non-fiction, pick computers. Under non-fiction, pick computer. Under computer, pick general. So you put your book in the category you want it. Then is it a low content book? Example, yes. Then when you fill in all those ones, you move to the next page. You click on save and continue. If I actually fill these things in now, you will see it will tell me to move into, okay, let me just fill it in with anything so we can move to the next page. Let me just fill it into the next, so you can see what the next page looks like. So you fill up all these things. You put in the name of your author. Put this one in. Click on this one. Click on this one. Keyword is optional, but make sure you put that guy there. So you click on save and continue. It will save, then take you to the next place. Okay. Does this book contain language? No. So save and continue. Then when you click on save and continue, it will take you to the next page. Save successful. It will take you to the next page, and the next page is where you fill in your paperback content. The next place is where you fill in your paperback content. For this first one, you can tell them publish without an ISBN. If you have an ISBN, I will advise you to click on this one. If you have this ISBN, I will advise you to click on it. But since you don't have, click publish without ISBN. Publication date is the day, that's the day you want to that day you are publishing that book. Click on it. Leave it on black and white interior with white paper. Then click on the next one is to okay, so what is your dimension, your book dimension? So that book I'm uploading here is a 6x9. It's 6x9. So if your book is not 6x9 inches, you can select the size, a different size. Select different size. So depending on the dimension of your book, you can select it here. Set up your book with your own trim. So if your dimension is not here, if the dimension of your book is not here, you can select input your own here. So when you are done, leave this one, bleed PDF only. You can leave this one here. So you will now launch. Okay, you upload your paperback manuscript. Your paperback manuscript is the inside of your book. Inside of your book, that's your paperback manuscript. It should not be less than 24 pages. It should not be less than 24 pages. Then you upload your book cover. You can, this is what I was telling you about, that Amazon will tell you that you can use their cover creator to create your own cover, but I advise you to use Canva, if you can use Canva to create it, because you are not the only person using this, and the book cover that you make with this won't look good. So my dear, possibility of you making sale is very very low. It's very very low. So when you are done with that, click on save and continue. Then it will take you to this next page. This page is just where you add the price you want your book to be. Is it $7? Is it $6? How do you know the price you should put your book? Check other books that are in that niche. How much are they selling their book? if the highest price there is $6, you can put your price, you can put your own price at that price, or you can put it at $5 and see how it does first. Especially when you are publishing your book at first, lower the price a little bit and see how it performs. You can now increase the price. So let's go back. So that is it about publishing your book. So when you have your, okay, examples of keyword. So when I'm talking about keywords, so see what I mean by keyword. So when you go to Amazon now, let's say I typed in, so let's say I typed in math workbook. You see this math workbook for grade 3 to 5, math workbook grade 2, math workbook for kindergarten, math workbook for grade 3, math workbook grade 3, addition and subtraction, math workbook grade addition and subtraction grades 1 to 2. So these things are what we call keyword. These things are what we call keyword. So these are the things that people are searching on Amazon, and that's why Amazon is suggesting it for you. Because if people are not searching it, Amazon won't be suggesting this thing now for you. But because people are searching for those things, that's why Amazon is actually, you're actually seeing those things in the suggestion. That's why you are seeing those things in suggestions. So those are the things we mean by, when I say keyword, these are the things I mean by what? Keyword. Math workbook, addition and subtraction, grade 1 to 2. Math workbook, grade 3, addition and subtraction exercise book. Math addition and subtraction workbook. Addition and subtraction kindergarten math workbook. Time math test addition and subtraction practice workbook. So these are examples of what? Keyword. This is what I mean by keyword. That are the things people are actually searching for on the platform. That are the things people are searching for on the platform. Those are what we call keyword. Because you want to impute that thing there. So when people search for those things, they will see it. So the final process is to upload your book. Upload your book on Amazon. Once your book go live, once your book, Amazon, because when you are done uploading it, Amazon will tell you that your book will take 72 to 1 hours to review your book. So when they are done reviewing your book will go live immediately. So when your book go live, the only thing you have to do now is, from time to time, make sure you keep uploading book. When you make sales, when you go to your when you go to your dashboard, you will see what? You will see that, okay, that you have made sale, that someone have bought your book. Okay, let me show you. Okay, I've stopped sharing my screen. So when you go to your dashboard, you see when people buy your book and you see your money there, and Amazon pays like monthly. So when you go there every month, you see your book there. So this is like my book content for this particular book now. You see book type is a medium content book. Book title is a flowery password notebook. This was for the password notebook. So book subtitle, things I can't remember, book description. This password notebook, this password book measures 6 by 9 inches. This password notebook keep. I create them on Canva. I create those books. Like I said, you need to learn how to use Canva. Everything you saw inside that book, I did it with the Canva app. You need to learn how to create. You need to learn how to use Canva app. You cannot learn it in one day. I cannot even teach you how to use Canva in this training. It's not possible. You need to learn how to use Canva, because everything you saw in that book, I created it inside Canva. So this is like my book description. So I wrote out these details. So when I just go to the platform, I will just copy it and paste it there. 64 pages in total, 3 entries per page, 64 pages. So I'm just describing what is inside my book. So this is like my book details. These are the keywords I'm going to be using. Password notebook with alphabetical tabs, password organizers, password notebook for senior, password notebook with refillable pages. I did the pricing. I'll be pricing the book as $5 when I launch it. So I wrote out all these things about the book, so I'll be able to publish it. I wrote out these things about the book. So this is it. This is like the step-by-step strategy. The first thing you want to do is to research. When you are done researching, the next thing you want to do is to format your book. When you are done formatting, the next thing you want to do is to publish your book. The next thing you want to do is to publish your book. So let me answer this question again. Where do you get your books from, and how do you get this book before you create cover? Like, that's what I said. I did everything inside Canva. Everything you saw in that book was done on Canva. Yes, everything was done on Canva. Everything you saw on that book was done on Canva. Like, everything you saw inside that password notebook was done on Canva. It was done on Canva. That's what I mean. So I edited it, did everything. That is what I just explained to you. So depending on the book you want to publish, it depends on what you want to publish. I know how to use Canva, but how are we going to get the books? Depending on what you want to publish, the first step is to know what book do you want to publish. Because if you don't know what book you want to publish, you don't even know. Yes, if you don't know the book you want to publish, how do you even know what you are searching for? How do you know what you are searching for? The first step is to know the type of book you want to publish, so you know exactly what to search for. So that is it. You want to know exactly what. So let's say you want to publish a workbook. There are templates for workbook on Canva. Let me give you an example. Let me tell you why I said the first step is to know what you want to publish. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. So this is Canva, right? Let's say I want to publish. Let's say, okay, let me go to this one. Let's say I want to publish an addition and subtraction workbook. Let's say I want to publish an addition and subtraction workbook. Let's say I want to publish an addition. The first thing I will do is to search if there are people that have made those type of templates on Canva. The first thing I will do is to search and see if there are people that have made those type of templates on Canva. And if I see people that have made those type of templates, I'm just going to edit some things they did on their template to look more good. Maybe I want to remove some things. I will remove it and add it. So what I'm doing now is to know if there is anyone that have done this type of thing on Canva. And if someone have done it, you can see. You see? So someone have done something like that on Canva. All I need to do is go through these ones here now. Go through it, then see like what the thing looks like. Then I can use this thing that someone has done here and edit it. Let's say something like this one now. Let's say this one. All I have to do is duplicate this page, remove the things I'm meant to remove, add the things I'm meant to add, make more of this, make more of something that looks like this. All I have to do is duplicate, delete, duplicate, delete, duplicate. The place, maybe the next one I want to do is, so I want to find out what this workbook is all about. Then I can now click on duplicate this. I can duplicate this workbook. I can duplicate this workbook. When I duplicate this workbook, I can delete these numbers to the numbers I want it to be. I want to find out what are they doing here? What is this whole stuff about? Then I can duplicate, delete. I can duplicate, delete. I can duplicate. So that is it. like, okay, 10, this should be 10 minus 4, it should be 6, yes. So I already have an idea of what they're doing here. I already have an idea of what they're doing here. 3 plus 11 should be 14, yes. So I have an idea of what they're trying to do here. I have an idea of what they're trying to do here. So I can duplicate something like this and do more of this thing here and get more this thing, more template that looks like this. Add my own number, remove the numbers there, add my own number, duplicate it till I get to how many pages I want it to be. So that is how I do it in Canva, especially if I'm publishing no content book. Especially if I'm publishing no content book. So that is it. There is nothing more, there is no big deal about Amazon KDP. These are the main things you need to know. These are the main things you need to know. So I also have an opportunity for anyone that wants to start learning Amazon KDP. So if you are interested in learning how to create any type of book, no content book, low content book, what's it called? Any type of book on Amazon, you're interested in learning how it works. You want to learn it from start to finish. You want to start creating these books yourself and making money for yourself. I have an opportunity for you. But before that, I want to show you some people. Like when I'm talking about some people, like these are people you won't even imagine that they're actually making money from something like this. As example is this lady. I know
Because
some
God, I
of
have written and published 106 books. 106. Thank you. My books are on Amazon. And every month, Amazon pays me. Pays me in dollars. Pays me in pounds.
so you can see this. So you can see this lady is I don't know if you know her, Funke. She's Pastor Funke, right? She has books on Amazon. She published books on Amazon. So you're not the first person, and you won't even be the last. So this is like also one of my students. This is like one of my students. This is what
Good evening,
he
everyone.
has to say.
My name is Peter. I joined this training like you too. I followed all the procedure that the organizer showed us. I was trying to do it by myself, going to YouTube, checking, watching videos. At least I was able to create my own KDP account, have a US account and do everything and link all. But I was still finding, although I published books, it wasn't selling. Each day I would go to my dashboard and be checking. I would be seeing $0.0, no sales, nothing. I was frustrated. So in the training, they showed us about the Amazon KDP for smartphone. Honestly, I don't have the money, but I told God that I will get this course before the ending of this year. I don't know how the money will come, but God still proved himself. By August last month, I took the course. I bought the course, go through it. I was able to publish 3 books from the course. And immediately the book went live. It didn't take up to a week or so. I was seeing sales, seeing orders. I was surprised. And the course will show you many things that YouTube videos won't show you, and many things. You think it's easy until you think it's easy, just the way they are showing you, or the way you think it is easy. It is not easy, because you have to do some research, do some things that the course will also show you. So my dear people, I took the course. I made that good step. I took the course, and today I am happy. I am grateful. Don't think that they are bad guys, they want to scam you or anything. You pay for knowledge. You pay for, even Bible said invest in knowledge. You invest in knowledge, you know things you don't know, what you cannot be able to achieve on your own. You get course, you learn, you implement. And also, don't think by publishing one book you will make sale, or that is the money will start coming. No, consistency is very important. Persistence is very important. Patience is very important in the road to Amazon KDP. You don't have to be frustrated or anything if you see no sales. Me too, I have been in that shoe. I know how it pinches, but you can still you will still make it. Just follow the principles. Follow everything that Abraham shows in the course. The course is very lively. You too, you will enjoy the course. Even a 5-year-old will be able to publish book through the course because Abraham made everything very simple, very, very simple. Very, very simple that layman, even with your primary school certificates, you can get started. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in our group, in our mentorship group.
Said. So hope you can. Yes, you can use Canva on your phone. Please, what do you want to use VPN for? Isaac, what do you want to use VPN for? Please, if you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. What do you want to use VPN for, Isaac? If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. Please, if you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. Yes, Isaac, what do you want to use VPN for? Okay, thank you. Isaac, you said, can I use VPN? What do you want to use it for? Okay. Okay, I think Isaac is online. So the person you just saw talking on the voice note you just heard now is one of my students, Peter. He started out in August. He has been trying to learn this thing on his own. He has gone to YouTube, he has watched videos, he has followed everything they said. He has uploaded book, but no sales. No sales. Peter was able to get 26 orders from his book that is priced at $4.9. Check how much that is, calculate it yourself, and see how much he was able to make for himself. So you can see it is not about what this Amazon KDP is about, following something that works. And I'm about to show you someone that will show you exactly what you can do. Exactly what you can do. I will show you how you can join the mentorship Peter was saying. I hope to see you in our mentorship. I will show you exactly how you can join it today. So this is what you should do to see massive results from the Amazon KDP in the next 90 days. I'm going to be introducing you to this training called the Amazon KDP for smartphone. It's called Amazon KDP for smartphone. And what you'll be learning in this training is you'll be learning how to create your Amazon KDP account and fill in your tax details. If you watch the video I sent in the group, then you should have done this part by now. If you watch the video I sent in the group, you should have done this first part. The second thing is 2 different ways to get your US bank account for receiving money. So if you are not able to create Payoneer account, because Payoneer sometimes doesn't accept everybody, you'll be learning a different way you can use to create a Payoneer account. You'll be learning how to create different books using the writing without writing method. So as long as you want to start publishing books on this platform, you cannot depend on one type of book. You want to learn how to create different types of books, and you want to try out different things to see what works. So you'll be learning how to create different types of books, from summary books to journals to notebooks to low content books, low content books, no content book, different types. You'll be learning it in this training. You learn how to properly carry out research. The method I just showed you is just one method of carrying out research. There are so many methods out there, and you'll be learning the different methods you can use to carry out research and come up with your best-selling book. You have access to premium websites that you can use to create summary books. You learn how to properly use keywords and rank organically without running any ads on Amazon. You learn how to use YouTube. You get lifetime access to premium mentorship community. You get access to the premium mentorship community. This is a place you can ask questions weekly. This is where you can ask questions in this community. You can get your problem solved. If you are facing any issue on the platform, you can get it solved in this community. If you are having any, maybe let's say you are trying to publish your book but it's not working for you, you can push your question to this community and it will be answered by experts. And from time to time, weekly trainings are being held in the community, telling you the new things you can start doing on Amazon if you are not yet making sales. You get access to premium versions of different apps, including this Canva app. You also get access to the Canva app premium for free. You're not going to be paying any money for that. You get access to the premium app version for free. You also get access to Keyboard. These are tools you'll be needing to create books on this platform. Even those extensions you saw me using, you also get access to them. Those extensions you saw me using on my laptop, you learn how to install them on your own phone. There is a way to use it on phone. There is a way to use the extension on phone, but there are things you need to put in place before you can use them on your phone. But in this training, you'll be learning how to use them on your phone. Those extensions you saw me using on my laptop, you learn how to use them on your phone. What you'll be getting from me if you join this training from today to the 11th of this month. So if you join this training from today, yes, it's recorded. If you join this training from today to the 11th of this month, this is what you'll be getting from me. You get a step-by-step ebook showing you how to properly go through your training and implement what you learned. And this is worth over 10,000 naira. A step-by-step ebook that will show you, that will take you by hand and show you exactly what you should be doing first and what you should do next when you get started with your training and how to implement. So apart from the normal mentorship group I just mentioned, you'll be added to my own mini group. This is just a support group. This is just a place I put out insightful updates about the Amazon KDP platform. Any new things I'm learning, I put it there so you can also learn from it. I will also give you an opportunity to be part of my ongoing challenge. This is called the Make $1,000 from your book sales within 30 days and get a refund from me. So if you join this training from now to 11th, and within 30 days of you joining the training and you make $1,000 from your book, you get a refund from me of the money you paid for this training. And the first person to publish 30 books within the next 30 days, that means you'll be publishing one book every day, and you should publish 30 books within the next 30 days, you win 5,000 naira from me. So these are the things you are going to be getting from me if you should join this training from now till the 11th of this month. But for the first person to join this training this night, I'm not talking about tomorrow, not next tomorrow. This particular gift is only for the first person to join this training this night. If you join this training this night, you are going to be getting 1 GB worth of data from me. The first person that will make payments for this training that I'm introducing to you now will get 1 GB data from me. This particular bonus is just for the first person that is making payment, because I like rewarding action takers. So for the first person that will make payment this night will get 1 GB data from me. So if you are that person, make sure you are on my DM immediately and I will show you exactly how you can get started this night. So everything you are getting this night is worth over 100,000 naira. But listen to me, you won't be paying anything. You won't even be paying half of it. You won't even be paying half of 100,000 naira. You won't even be paying that. The price of this training is 20,000 naira. But for people that will be joining this training from now, that is this night, till the 11th of this month, you'll be paying just a sum of 15,000 naira to join this training. This is the last time you will see this training at this price. I can promise you that. This is the last time you will see this training at this price. For people that are joining this training, this from today till the 11th of this month, will get this training as 15,000 naira. And this is the last time. After 11th of this month, you will not see this training as 15,000, and you might not see it as 20,000 naira. That is the problem. You might not see it as 20,000 naira. For sure, you won't see it at 15,000 naira after the 11th of this month, and you might not see it at 20,000 naira after that 11 too. So I will advise you, if this training is something you want to do, if Amazon KDP is something you want to get started with, then go to my DM and message me. Tell me that you are ready. Tell me you want to join the community, and I will show you exactly how to get started. Remember, the first person that is making payments for this training, the first person to make payments 15,000 naira will get 1 GB worth of data from me. So if you are that person, make sure you get started immediately. So as you can see, apart from some of my students that I just showed you, I have other people that are making money from this platform. We have other students in the community that are making good money for themselves on this platform. As you can see on my screen, these are people that are making money on this platform, making money for themselves on this platform. These are some of our students. Some of them, we are not even able to upload any book, but once they joined our training, they were able to do that for themselves. Yesterday and today, earning $200. Someone made $200 in 2 days. I've written my first book, as you can see. This is September 1 to 7, $115. Yes. So September 1 to 13, $60. September 1 to 11, $400. As you can see on my screen here. The Amazon KDP for smartphone. These are people that took this same training I'm introducing to you. They took this same training I'm introducing to you, and they're able to make a good amount of money for themselves. They are just young people like you that are not afraid to learn, that are not afraid to pay for what? For knowledge, that are not afraid to pay for something. These are people like you, and they are making a good amount of money for themselves, making extra income, improving their income. So as far back as May, you can see my results, 26 orders from four books. Even Mama, they do Amazon KDP, and they here. This is Daniel. Daniel went from this to that. Is it now Joe who was able to afford such a phone that cost that amount with this training? Bubi has made over $2,000 from this training. You can also see this young lady.
You can also see this young lady to show you the proof. I learned this skill in January, but I began to implement properly from February. As a matter of fact, my first book went live February 17th, and from that time till now, I've been able to post a total of 7 books. You can see them here. This last one, the Ramadan Planner and Journal 2022, is under review, but the other ones is live. Let me show you how much I have been able to make from this Amazon Kindle thing. So in this month of March, from March 1 to March 29, I've been able to make $182. But let me show you from the time where I started. I told you I started, okay, February 11th till today, March 29. I've been able to make $323 from the books.
So as you can see, these are other people that are making money from this platform. So it's not just you. This is not the first time. People are making, Nigerians have been taking opportunity, publishing books on this platform, learning more, publishing more books, and they have been making money for themselves. So you can also do this and make a good amount of money, improve your finance, make more money for yourself. So if it's something you want to get started with, you want to learn how to create these books, you want to learn how to create books that sell on this platform, I need you to send me a message on WhatsApp. And when I'm done with this class, I'm going to message you. Remember, the first person to make payment this night is going to be getting a 1 GB worth of data from me. You are going to be getting 1 GB data from me. So if you have questions, this is your time to ask your question. I'm going to be taking all questions now. We have spent a lot of time now, so I want us to do that fast. So we'll end this live training now. If you have your questions, ask your questions now. Ask your questions. If you have any question, ask your questions. I'm in the comments. Ask your questions. I'm in the comment section watching. If you have anything you need to know, maybe anything you don't understand, anything I said that you don't understand, ask your questions now. Ask your questions. I'm in the comments. I'm watching you. Ask your questions. Any question that you have, ask it now and I'll answer your questions. If you have any question, ask your question. Okay. So I don't think there is any question. If you guys don't have any question, then we have to end this live now. We have to end this live now. Okay, so I'm seeing one question. Bola said, do you do a step-by-step walkthrough through the process until I finish and publish my book if I join the mentorship program? So for this question, this is how it works. The training is a pre-recorded training. The only thing is that when you're going through the training, if you have any questions, if you have any issue you're facing, you can ask me your questions. You can ask the coach in the group your question. That we have other admins in the group that you can also reach out to and ask your question. So everything you need to do, like the processes you need to follow to upload this book, has been explained to you on the training. If you listen to that voice note that I played that Peter was talking in, he said that even a 5-year-old child can publish book using this training. So the training is self-explanatory. You don't need anybody to hold you and walk you through. Everything has been explained in the pre-record. There is a video. When you join the mentorship group, you have a training that is showing you how to create books, how to upload your book, how to create different books, the whole process. But you still have me, you still have the coach, you still have the admins in the group to ask your questions. Princess, hope I answered your question. So the next person, I have a KDP account, but I can't publish on it. I don't know the reason for that. If you have a KDP account, all you have to do is to start publishing, create books and start publishing. That's all you have to do. Show me, Patrick. If you have a KDP account, then start publishing. Do you have any other question before we end this live? Any other question before we end this live? So the first person to pay for this training this night gets 1 GB data from me. And from today till the 11th of this month, you get to pay 15,000 naira for this training instead of 20,000. Okay, great. If you pay between today and 11th, please go to my DM, Princess. Send me a message in my WhatsApp DM and I will respond to that. Send me a message in my WhatsApp DM. So, okay, as a new publisher on Amazon, you say thank you. Yes, thank you. As a new publisher on Amazon, how long does it take to get paid? So first of all, if you're a new publisher and you have made sale, maybe like you have published your book and you have made sale, you know, because this is how it works. Before Amazon will pay you, because Amazon pays ending of the month. They don't pay, like, it's not like if you make sales you can just go and withdraw your money. No, Amazon pays at a particular day around the ending of the month. uh, around last week 3 days, I think within 3 days they will start paying people money. So around last week Amazon paid people their earnings. So if you make sales, like, you maybe, let's say you started today and you published a book, and maybe 1 week later you started making sales, you will not get your payment till the next payout. You won't get your payment till the next payout. So that is it. How do you know if I pay for the mentorship? That is what I said. Blessing, send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll direct you on how to pay. Send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay, Patrick. Yes, Patrick, you should go and check it again and see. Maybe you are making a mistake. So that is it for tonight. I don't think we have any other question. So I'll be ending the live now. If you have any other question, you can come to my DM. Okay. So if you are watching this live, maybe you did not join the live, you are watching the recorded version, to contact me. Thank you, Peter. To contact me, all you have to do is check the description box. I will drop my WhatsApp link there. Check the description box. I will drop my WhatsApp link and my number there, so you can reach out to me in case you are watching the recorded version of this training. So good night, everyone. Let me know the person that is taking my 1 GB data tonight. Let me see you on my DM immediately. Where is your question? I think I've answered it. You said, as a newbie, how long does it take? And I said, if you publish today and you start making sales, maybe your book starts selling, the next, when Amazon will pay you is the next payout. When it's time for the next payout. And Amazon pays you around the ending of the month, around they start payments around 25th of every month. They start payment around 25th of every month. So that is it. So we'll be ending now. So every other question should be asked in my DM. This life is already long, and I don't want to make it longer.